Most people shopping for used cars are making the same mistake without realizing it. While buyers fight over the same familiar names, experienced mechanics are quietly doing the opposite. They are buying 3 specific vehicles that sit forgotten on used car lots. Cars dealers can't move, even after repeated price drops. These vehicles aren't cheap because they're unreliable. They're cheap because they're misunderstood. These are not good enough for the money choices or risky projects. They are vehicles capable of surpassing 300,000 miles with nothing more than routine oil changes and brake service. Yet because of one deeply flawed assumption, they sell for nearly half of what comparable cars cost. Almost no one knows they exist, and that ignorance is exactly why mechanics keep buying them. I've been working on vehicles for 22 years, and I've watched the same pattern repeat year after year. Buyers proudly overpay for Camrys and Accords. Solid cars, no question, while these alternatives remain untouched. For the last 5 years, I've privately recommended one particular model to select customers. More than a dozen people followed that advice. None of them have returned with a major mechanical failure. Not one. Today, I'm ranking the top 3 most overlooked used vehicles on the market. Cars that deliver economy brand pricing with long-term reliability that rivals Toyota. I'm placing special focus on number 1, because once you understand it, you'll never shop for a used car the same way again. Let's begin. The third vehicle. This is the kind of car mechanics actually enjoy seeing people roll into the shop. Not because it constantly needs work, but because when something eventually does wear out, the repair is straightforward, affordable, and predictable. Right now, clean examples can be found for under $9,000. Last year, a 28-year-old client asked me to inspect a 2014 BMW 3 Series with 87,000 miles. The asking price was $14,500. After reviewing the service history and upcoming maintenance schedule, I told him something he didn't expect. He wasn't buying a $14,500 car. He was buying a car that would quietly require another $4,000 in repairs over the next 18 months. He asked me what I would buy if it were my money. I showed him a 2015 Buick Regal with 62,000 miles priced at $8,900. It offered similar performance, better long-term durability, and saved him $5,600 up front. He bought it. 14 months later, his total repair expense came to $47. That covered an oil change and an air filter, nothing else. What most people don't realize is that the second-generation Regal is not a traditional Buick in the way buyers assume. It's built on the Epsilon 2 platform, co-developed by GM and Opel in Germany. The transmission is a true Aisin 6-speed automatic, the same Japanese manufacturer trusted by Toyota. The 2.0-liter turbocharged LTG engine earned a place on Ward's 10 Best Engines list 3 years in a row. That means the Regal combines American pricing, Japanese transmission reliability, and German-influenced engineering in one package. A comparable BMW 328i from the same year typically sells between $14,000 and $18,000. A 2015 Regal with under 80,000 miles usually sells between $8,500 and $11,000. The cost difference becomes even more dramatic when repairs are needed. A timing chain repair, rare on the Regal, averages around $1,100. On the BMW, the same repair often exceeds $2,800. Turbocharger replacement on the BMW can involve over $3,000 in labor alone due to tight engine packaging, while the Regal's turbo is easily accessible and can be replaced in a few hours. The Regal delivers a refined, near-luxury driving experience without the financial punishment that usually comes with it. The only reason it remains this affordable is simple. Most buyers never look past the badge. The second vehicle. If the third car surprises you, this one usually shocks people. Despite being one of the most dependable sedans ever sold in America, it's also one of the most ignored. It depreciates aggressively for no logical reason, and when repairs are needed, they're often cheaper than what you'd pay on a Camry or an Accord. I almost sigh when a Mazda 6 pulls into my shop, because 9 times out of 10, there's nothing for me to do. Tires, brake pads, oil changes. That's it. A 2016 Mazda 6 with 167,000 kilometers came in recently. The owner had driven it for 8 years and wanted to know what major service was coming up. I inspected everything. There was nothing to recommend. The original spark plugs still had usable life left. With the third-generation Mazda 6, Mazda made a deliberate decision to keep things simple and durable. The 6-speed automatic is Mazda's own proven design. The Skyactiv 2.5-liter engine uses a maintenance-free timing chain engineered to last the life of the engine. No CVT, no dual-clutch complications. Just a conventional, reliable automatic transmission paired with an engine built for longevity. Despite its impressive efficiency, the engine doesn't sacrifice durability. The high 13.1 compression ratio improves fuel economy without introducing reliability concerns. A balance Mazda quietly perfected while competitors chased complexity. Here's the part most buyers miss. A comparable Camry costs roughly $5,000 more than a 2017 Mazda 6 Touring with around 70,000 miles, which typically sells between $12,000 and $14,000. The most expensive repair I've personally seen on one was a water pump at 140,000 miles, totaling $680. That's it. Number 1. The car I recommend more than any other is number 1. And almost everyone resists it, at least until they drive one. This full-size sedan shares its drivetrain with the Lexus ES, matches the reliability of a Camry, offers more standard features than both, and costs less for one simple reason: the average buyer is older. That single demographic detail destroys resale value and creates an opportunity most people overlook. The Toyota Avalon and Lexus ES350 are mechanically identical where it matters. Same platform, same legendary 3.5-liter V6, same 6-speed automatic, same parts, same assembly line. The reliability isn't similar, it's the same. The 2GR-FE V6 is one of the most dependable engines Toyota has ever built. I've personally serviced Avalons with original transmissions that have exceeded 350,000 miles. They don't come in for failures, they come in for routine maintenance. Yet the market doesn't reward them. A mechanically identical Lexus ES typically costs $7,000 to $8,000 more than a 2016 Avalon XLE with around 80,000 kilometers, which sells for roughly $15,000. You're paying thousands less for the same engineering simply because of the badge and buyer perception. For under $15,000, there is no better car. Full-size comfort. Proven Toyota durability, quiet, effortless performance, and pricing that clearly shows the market has no idea what it's ignoring. 3 cars were forgotten by the market. But mechanics didn't forget. Take it or leave it. I'll see you in the next one.